Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri. We have wall-to-wall basketball action here at the 33rd Annual National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championships. And Scott State and Jeff Cannon here coming to you from Evangel University's campus, where now we head down from the girls 18U, where the Final Four is now set with the HEA Firebirds, West Michigan Hornets going to be playing tomorrow, and the Chisholm Knights and Oklahoma Flame. We drop down to the boys 14U Division I. This is the 8A Gold Ball game. The Red River Rattlers going up against the St. Louis Blue Knights. St. Louis in the blue and white, and the Rattlers in the black uniforms with the red trim.
Yeah, we got a Big South versus a Midwest matchup here, and some very, I'll say, good-sized humans on both sides. This is a 14U team that if you didn't know that it was the time of day playing, you'd say this was a JV team.
Josiah Fry misses the opening three there for the Rattlers, and the Knights come back this way to our right. Both teams defeated an Indianapolis squad yesterday to make it here to the Gold Ball final. It was the Rattlers over the Indy Wildcats by 6, and then it was the St. Louis Blue Knights over the Northside Lions, and they beat them by 9. Here on a floater inside, St. Louis gets the first points of the game, 2-0.
Go into a press, see if they can force anything early and see what kind of discipline this Red River team has. Great drive.
Oh, wow.
That was
Mitchell Curbo muscled that one home and drew the contact for an and one.
Yeah, they took advantage of the press and got an easy look at a basket. So pretty normal. St. Louis testing the waters, seeing if there's if Red River would be prepared, and they were. Wouldn't expect to see that press for very long.
Curbo sinks that in. They make them pay, and now they press themselves.
Yep, they're going to test the waters themselves. And
Knights overthrow.
Yep, threw it away
immediately, and so you got to imagine they're going to stay in that press as they get the result they want. And if you're joining us, you didn't miss the first 3 minutes. It's a 14U game, so just 6-minute quarters. So we're just now 1 minute into this one. It's 3-2. Red River Rattlers with the lead.
Both teams apparently comfortable playing a 2-3 zone here.
Here's an elbow jumper that is too strong.
Red River found the soft spot of the zone. That's a good play and a really good shot selection. Just didn't go.
Ethan Collins with the board. Now the Knights will set things up. They're going to work it around the perimeter. Terry Donaldson.
Oh, a little too. You love the trap there in the corner when you're playing that. When we play the corner trap option, but the key is you can't touch them. You know, make them retreat into the out of bounds line.
Oh, nice find underneath on the inbounds, but he just short arms it. Shot is no good there by Leighton Beckman, or rather by Noah Walters. Back the other way come the Rattlers. They lead at 3-2.
Oh, I thought that was a travel.
Almost. Looked like he drug his pivot foot, but the official says he was all right.
Good ball fake there.
Oh, hand on the ball, but he somehow maintains possession on a three, no good.
A lot of offensive boards here for Red River.
Yeah,
St. Louis is not hustling for the rebounds on the defensive side, and that's not going to be good if they keep giving Red River and their size a lot of extra opportunities.
Another
Another bad pass.
Right into the hands of the Rattlers.
Yeah, you're exactly right here, Scott. They're gonna keep pressing as long as it's successful. And that's 2 for 2 on turnovers there. And a
college
deep
three from Josiah Fry. 6-2 Rattlers.
All right, they finally break it. Third time's a charm.
Yep, St. Louis slows it down a little now. David Beck.
But he almost threw that one away. A lot of physical contact here. He gets it to go.
Jumper falls for Freddie Lane. His first 2 points of the game, 4 now.
Ooh, that was almost a travel. And the St. Louis coach definitely wanted to travel.
He knew the motion for sure.
He's going to get the turnover anyway, though.
Turnover,
got a 2-on-2 fast break.
Here we go.
Good recovery there. Good block.
Oh, block inside on the shot by number 12, Terry Donaldson.
It just looks like early Red River's got a little bit more energy. St. Louis St. Louis just a step behind.
Mitchell Curbo looked like with the block on the inbounds.
Great
floater that was challenged, couldn't get it, and the rebound comes off.
Didn't really have the handle on it, but made a good effort.
Here's Toulos the other way. He got the rebound, takes the shot, no good. Rebound comes off to Noah Walters.
He was practicing that in warm-up, and he was bricking off the back on those too, so never did quite get the rhythm of that, even in warm-ups, translated into the game.
Here's a three that is no good that time by Freddie Lane. Fight for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of the Knights. Top of the key three. Misses everything. Boy, you maybe would want to back that out, David Beck, and set your play up, but quick trigger there.
Yeah, a little impatience here early by the St. Louis Knights. Only down 2, though. They're going to keep trying this press. Oh, got him in the corner.
Yep, that was a good trap.
A mistake there by Red River, but they wisely got out of it.
Another deep three. No good. Rebound off to the Knights.
Much better box out on the defensive end there. Only one Red River player even close to the rebound, and he still wasn't able to get to it.
Noah Walters doing a good job cleaning up the boards on the defensive end, and now on the drive on the baseline, going to be a push foul. That's on, not sure who he had there. It looked like he held up 22, which is not on the floor.
Yeah, I think it's 23. It was hard to tell because there was 2 of them down there on the baseline.
That'd be Toulos with the foul. Here's a three by the Knights. That's good. Hudson Plymale.
Well, he definitely thought that he had the ability, so he went to the well.
7-6, now St. Louis in front. Gonna work it around the perimeter. Rattlers.
2 skip passes.
There's a corner three, too strong. Rebound off to the Knights, Hudson Plymale.
Yeah, we haven't seen much success here early from Red River from the deep three.
Ooh, nice interior pass there, turn around and put it up.
You're going to see a jump ball here before things get crazy, I think. Oh, nope, they let him play it.
Ethan Collins had the ball bounce through his hands and right back into the Rattlers' fingers. Now it's 1:14 to go, 7-6 still, 1-point game. Rattlers had the lead, but on the strength of Plymale's three-pointer, St. Louis hopped out in front. Here's a three in the corner that is no good by Limburg. Fight for the rebound, and there's a putback.
3 straight offensive boards. It's interesting because the zone apparently is effective enough to where Red River feels like they've got to shoot their way out of it from the perimeter. There's a steal and an easy fast break. Oh, but a missed layup. But Red River seems to be very successful in getting in on the offensive boards, and these second chance points are really helping. Great steal opportunity there. And again.
Boy, they're getting a hand on every single pass.
I bet he makes this one.
Fry all the way. Yeah, he kind of floated and hung in the air there. He's got 5 now, and they get the lead back up to 3, 10-7.
Yeah, that was a much harder drive with a tip and almost a deflection on that layup. And it actually went in. The previous one he had no contest, and it didn't go in. That's the way that basketball go.
That's right. Sometimes you end up almost too open, it seems like, and you think about it too much. And that time he maybe learned from the first drive in there. So far, it's been a close game. St. Louis answered with that 3 by Plymale, but now the Rattlers back on a run. And seems like St. Louis is really struggling with that press. Even when they break it, it's just one every 3 or 4 times. And the Rattlers getting a hand on every pass, it seems like, that is down here on the offensive end.
And you know, this quarter has gone by very quickly. Unless that was the, I guess, I'm sorry, maybe that was the timeout.
That's the timeout, yep.
It was stuck on 52 there. I was like, wait, is there only 52 seconds left in this quarter?
Well, I do think there's only 20.
Oh, is that right?
We're right there.
Okay.
Went kind of quick.
Yeah, I mean, and I was going to say is because we've only had three fouls in the quarter and not that many out of bounds. So it's been back and forth.
Yep.
And so it's crazy for as many possessions as both sides has had, but we only have a 10-7 score. It seems like you'd look up and see the scoreboard be double this because it has been a pretty high pace. But, yeah, the shooting percentage just hasn't been up there yet.
Knight's going to throw it in under the Rattlers' basket, and this is where they've struggled. Press once again.
Goal ball game, so everybody comes out a little nervous knowing what's at stake here.
This is the boys' 14U.
Wow.
Oh, another tip pass.
Great anticipation there by Fry. He was ready.
8-8 gold ball for 14U here. is up for grabs. St. Louis with the inbounds, trailing 10-7 to the Red River Rattlers.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to settle for the last shot.
Here's a corner three, in and out, fight for the board, not going to be able to put up the rebound, and it will end the first period with a 10-7 lead for the Red River Rattlers over the St. Louis Blue Knights. We'll be back with the second quarter action, the boys 14U Division I 8A gold ball game after this.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
You get your Fitbit steps in today. That's for sure. That's for sure. Your dogs will be barking.
Welcome back. Second quarter action rather. 10-7 right now. The Red River Rattlers with a 3-point lead. They are in their black uniforms against the St. Louis Blue Knights in their white unis. So far, we've seen the Rattlers' defense and press really cause problems as there's a drive and a nice put in there by number 4, Andrew Lindberg.
The Red Sea just parted. They didn't even provide any resistance. They just let him go right through 2 Knights players, and that couldn't have been easier.
I mean, they're the Red River Rattlers, so maybe they figured this thing out.
Parted the Red River.
Knights working the ball around on the drive, a little floater.
I like that. That's a really good drive from the wing there.
David Beck with his first points of the afternoon.
So both teams in their opening possessions of this quarter found a way to penetrate the soft spot of that zone. And if that happens, I would expect one or both of these teams to flip to a man reasonably quickly. That was tipped.
Good hands there on defense by Terry Donaldson to knock it out of bounds. Rattlers will have to reset over here just to our left. Rattlers with the inbounds. 14U Division I 8A gold ball game here. They will move on to play the winner of the Lapeer Lakers or Wichita Warriors, which would be coming up later in the day. Rattlers going to back it out, set things up the way they want it.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any high pressure out of this 2-3 zone. St. Louis is content early in this game still with a 3-point deficit to let Red River set up.
There's a feed inside, and big man puts it in.
Like I said, he was working on that pregame. It was only a matter of time before it went in.
Kyle Tulos there. Oh, and a steal. Great anticipation.
Oh, that's going to be an over and back, though. The anticipation he has had. I mean, that is the third pass he's jumped.
Yeah.
And didn't come away with the last 2, but he just has kind of a sixth sense right now for where the ball's going.
Yeah, Josiah Fry, almost like he has the playbook down for the Knights. Let's see if St. Louis can correct that. They're down 5, 4:12 to go here in this first half.
Looks like Red River is applying a little bit of high pressure out of that zone. And that was a impatient shot by St. Louis.
Donaldson missed the 3 quickly the other way. Too strong by Mitchell Curbo. Another putback, no good. Going to try it again. And Tulos can't get it to go. A rebound comes off to St. Louis.
That was 3 straight offensive boards by Tulos, and he couldn't make any of them go. But somebody's got to disrupt him. I know he's the tallest guy on the floor at 6'4", but they're going to have to do something physical to box him out. You don't have to be as tall to make sure you secure the rebound.
Oh, and that time almost had the steal, but on the drive, he got slapped on the arm. He will be at the free throw line. That is Freddie Lane going to go up there for 2.
Yeah, Curbo needs a little bit of Fry's sixth sense there. He jumped that one a little late.
Tulos listed as 6'4", and I don't know if you noticed this, Jeff, and I don't know how official it is, but it looks like they've got another 6'4" and 6'3" on the bench, so got some height on this squad.
That's interesting. So yeah, the rest of their height is waiting I guess, for Tulos to get in a little bit of foul trouble. But as of now, no one on this court is in foul trouble. We have 4 total fouls in a quarter and a half of play.
Missed the second, too, and here we go the other way. Rattlers going to push the pace. Oh, what a pass.
Dangerous.
I mean, a line drive right down in between everybody. And
Wow.
on the jump step. Wow, Zach Logan. What a shot.
That was impressive. And then a steal.
Is that Fry again?
Oh, yeah.
All the way. And gets
one.
it in, and the foul. You like to see his hustle paid off there. He
Yeah.
got the steal and is able to take it all the way in. Drew the contact from Noah Walters, and he'll get a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I mean, that's just having that sense of where the ball is going to go. I don't know if he's watching the guard's eyes, but he's 4 for 4, at least in disruptions on that. Oh, look at this.
Tulos with the rebound put back.
If I'm a St. Louis Knights coach, I'm telling Walters, for number 34 for St. Louis, your assignment when the shot is up is
right.
not to get the rebound, but to make sure that Tulos doesn't.
Right. Find Tulos and get a body on him.
Yeah. Let your 4 teammates go get the rebound, but you cannot keep letting Tulos have second, third, and fourth chance opportunities to put in baskets on misses from his teammates, and maybe that's what the coach is going to call a timeout here for. I would expect a defensive adjustment here, frankly, because of the explosive number of points that have been put up now by Red River over the last couple of minutes. So I would fully expect St. Louis to go to some type of a man defense, if not a matchup zone. But they cannot continue to just play this soft zone 2-3. You got Tulos just hanging out in the middle. He's already hit 1 jump shot from the free throw line, and now he's hit, and it gives him literally free reign to just carve through there and get offensive board after offensive board.
It's basically been a rebound buffet, all you can eat for him. He's getting every miss, it seems like, and giving himself tons of opportunities to score.
Yeah, and the last thing he needs to tell him is they've got to make stronger passes, especially on the side that Fry's on, because they're just lazy passes that Fry is jumping.
That time on the inbounds, picked off by number 5, Zach Logan. And here come the Rattlers again. They lead at 20-9, starting to build that lead. On the attack, here's the jump shot. That's good. Number 24, Mitchell Curbo.
That was, again, just too soft a defense there. Provided no contest. Nobody was out on the corner, and he had no problem taking 1 dribble in and taking that little 8-foot jumper.
Donaldson with the deep 3, that's no good, but the rebound comes off on the weak side.
Yeah, this is disturbing when all you're doing is taking quick threes, and good thing he made that one for Beck, but that's a dangerous recipe if they think they're going to climb their way back in this game by just putting up quick possession threes.
22-12 on the drive, a second shot that's put up.
Guess what, Tulos?
Yep, Curbo can't hit it. Tulos can get it.
Okay.
Can't get the second, though, and St. Louis comes down. It looked like he might have got hit in the head. Coming down the other way is Donaldson for St. Louis.
Yeah, Walters finally came down with the rebound on that one, and here's another steal and then a foul.
Yeah, and that pass, you hate to see that. It crossed the entire court and gave plenty of time for Zach Logan to cut in front of that, get the pick off, and then draw the foul.
Foul was on 21, Hudson Plymale. And that's just a frustration foul. He felt bad that he got that picked off, and the worst thing you can do is turn a turnover into an even worse situation by committing a foul.
Rattlers work the ball around. Number 33 for 3, Carpenter.
That's a foul. I don't know. I don't know what Logan's thinking there. That's a.
Well, and he recognized it. He patted himself and said, "Yeah, you're right."
I call that the 10U play. When you're 14U and up, you don't get the privilege of lingering down there and trying to steal a ball out of a guy that's got it firmly in his grasp.
St. Louis trying to dig out of this hole, trailing 22-12.
Good. This is good. This is a good play here to Walters.
Good entry pass. Walters went up, and
for some reason
Beckman thought he had a block there, but the official called him for the body.
Yeah, for some reason, he did not understand that was straight down instead of straight up.
Don't we always think we're straight up when we're on defense? I mean, I've rarely seen a player that admits that it wasn't, that it was a foul, rather. First free throw is good.
Best thing you can say to the ref there is, hey, ref, it wasn't me. That was just gravity.
Second shot, it's good.
Yep. So a little bit of life there. I like the fact that Walters is getting a little bit more involved both offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
He can be a force down low. He has the size to be able to compete with Toulos, and he'll box him out on the other end. I think we might see a resurgence here by St. Louis as we wrap up the second quarter here.
Yeah, good little run by St. Louis to get it back where it's within reach, 22-14. Rattlers look like they're going to be content to hold at least for an open shot, if not the last shot of this first half. Working the ball around, St. Louis coming out on defense. Oh, he decides he's got an open three.
Yeah, that was a mistake, but
luckily for him, it's off the St. Louis Knights' hands.
Yeah, there's 30 seconds left in this game, or in this half. You don't, that is an ill-advised shot. We're looking for layups here. They run the play setup we call stretch for just this design to give the perfect opportunity with a spaced floor to get a drive in and then either dish to the corner or hopefully somebody in the short corner. And you don't, wow. They're going to get is that 41 or 14?
I didn't see. It might have been
14
or 24 maybe.
Well, maybe 24, yeah. So that's is that Curbo?
Yep, that is Mitchell Curbo.
They got him with an illegal screen there, and which is also unnecessary when all they've got to do is space. At that point, when you're ready to go, it's one-on-one. You're going to get past the first defender because the floor is so spaced.
Ends up being a possession foul, even though they're in the bonus. And then off the miss, the rebound put back, no good. Official says that the defense was square there, and then a whistle after the rebound by the Red River Rattlers. That will go on St. Louis. Substitutions coming in now in these final 3.2 seconds.
Yeah, going to get the guys that you definitely don't want a cheap foul on out of the game. Oh, and they got one.
Got one anyway. Donaldson from behind.
Yeah,
that's only the fourth, so.
Yeah, but that's just foolish. I mean, they need him. He's a starter. They cannot afford for him to get a cheap foul that could become very important in the latter stages of this game.
3.2 seconds still in the first half. Rattlers going to take a half-court shot. It was on the money, but a little bit short. And that's the way this first half will end. The boys 14U Division I 8A goal ball game. It's the Red River Rattlers leading 22-14 over the St. Louis Blue Knights. Back with the second half of action after we take a short break.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Ouch!
When it hurts, real time it.
Well, thanks for joining us here at the 33rd Annual National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championships in Springfield, Missouri. Jeff Cannon, Scott Staten, we are courtside here at Evangel University, where right now in this boys 14U Division I 8A gold ball game, the Red River Rattlers with an 8-point lead at the half. St. Louis Knights will open with the ball. St. Louis in the white uniforms, the Rattlers in the black with the red trim. St. Louis made a little bit of a comeback there, Jeff, after trailing significantly there in that first half, and let's see if they can continue to build on that.
Yeah, hopefully they were given an edict of how to figure out Tulos. I think that's the key for their success the second half, is a way to contain him, especially on the boards.
Multiple opportunities almost every time, and there's an offensive rebound.
Yep, and finally we see what we've been kind of waiting for, which was Walters to get inside position. That time he did it on the offensive board. He needs to do the same on the defensive boards, but he's going to be kind of the key for St. Louis. And, you know, with in a game that seems to be fairly guard-heavy these days, so many of these games end up coming down to the bigs.
Yep.
And in this game, I think in particular, is going to be true. That and the fact that I think St. Louis's biggest issue in the first half from an offensive perspective was just impatience. They took way too many quick, deep threes that they, rather than being patient and seeing if that they could get a better look inside.
Rattlers beat the St. Louis press, and now here's the shot by Tulos from outside, and rebound off to the Knights.
There you go. Walters there, right there where he was supposed to be. So clearly the talk at halftime by the St. Louis coach has worked, and we're at a deficit of 6. And look at this.
Off the miss three.
Suddenly Hustle attacking for the rebound. 2 good looks there. Again, started with a 3-point shot that I don't necessarily like, but hopefully this will kind of settle them.
Collins with the offensive board work there for St. Louis.
Man, I hate it when there's a guy wide open in the slot and you don't reward him by giving him the ball. Right there, Beckman was in perfect position, and they didn't give him the ball.
And as a guy who sometimes played the slot, I appreciate that, Jeff. You're going to work hard to get open down there. You got to get me the ball.
Man, I would tell my guys, if you can get the ball to the slot in an open position, you have won the possession every time. It's like a 90% conversion rate if you can get it to the open man in the slot, because then everything opens up.
Yeah.
Backside, the weak side dive, the backside cut, or even just a one-step dribble into an easy layup.
That time a turnover on the Rattlers. St. Louis now with another opportunity. They've cut this lead down to 6 after trailing by double digits in the second period, and let's see what they do with this possession. Things seem to have settled down. I do think part of that is that the press is not on anymore, and that's what they really seem to struggle with. We'll see if the Rattlers will go back to that at all.
I think if this game gets any tighter, you will see that. But there is, again, the thief, Fry. Beautiful pass. Look at that. He rushed it just a little bit.
Yep.
Beckman did, and was not able to make the conversion. But I liked the long length into the lane, and the finish just wasn't focused.
Open 3, no good. We saw him sinking those in between at the half, Freddie Lane, but that one was
Oh my goodness.
And that, I don't know, was that a trip?
It was. The pass was intended for him, and as he was reaching for it, the St. Louis player stepped on his foot, and that created a very, very dangerous situation there. He was not ready for that fall, and he fell pretty hard on that shoulder.
Trainer watching pretty intently down from under the basket. Meanwhile, on the inbounds, a three-pointer that is no good by Josiah Fry. Ball out of bounds will stay at this end. Didn't look like he hit his head. We saw in an earlier game. I mean, you got to love it. The Evangel trainer was out here on the court and made him leave and go get checked out.
Yep.
He didn't want to leave.
Yeah, at that time, it was just a pretty hard shoulder.
Yep.
And at this age, they're still made of rubber, so not quite as bad.
Rattlers with the ball.
At our age, it's a
oh yeah,
we're going to the hospital.
Devastating, devastating. 22-16.
See, I like the patience, and there it is. That's what I'm saying. It's just
halfway down.
Such a better look. I honestly think that's supposed to be the fourth option, is to go to that corner 3. he's got to wait and see what the defense does. Does it collapse on him? Does it move? What does it do before you make that decision? And he almost hot potatoed it right to the corner.
Toulos on the drive gets fouled. Man, he's on the floor again. He's taking a beating down there.
Yeah, he is still wincing a little bit. I can tell he's feeling it. And this might be a time we might see a number 2, Christian Lux, come in for him after these free throws. Just let him get a chance to reset that body. If Red River doesn't, I think they may risk not having him at full energy, full capacity for the remaining 11 minutes of this game, and they need him. He is their key.
First free throw good by Toulos. He'll get one more. Yeah, this is when I always tease, because most of these teams are in these local hotels. That's when you need to make sure that ice machine works in the lobby, because you're going to need an ice bath of some type.
Yeah, that and the GPS address to the local cryotherapy place.
Second one is good.
There, just like I said, we were going to see that press again.
And it causes a turnover.
Yep.
But
I just love that. I think, test the ref. Every chance you get to test the ref to see where his head's at in terms of how much contact does he allow before he calls the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so he did not shy away from contact, went straight into it and said, "Ref, give me the whistle," and he did.
First free throw, no good. He'll get another. Vin Carpenter into the game for the Rattlers.
Yeah, now they're going to – I thought it was going to extend the lead, but it stays at 8, and another collision.
My goodness
That
gracious.
was incidental, but it is once more Toulos on his back.
Yeah, almost need a wrestling mat out there at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Cross-court pass, open three, off the front of the rim.
But there, see – Walters was involved there. He didn't get the rebound, but at least he was in there fighting. I'd like to see a little bit more body movement there. Beautiful play there.
Oh, great find, and then Knight's forced to foul.
Yep.
He had an open layup.
Toulos plays a really good high-low there, actually it's really just high. I haven't actually seen him go low other than going for the rebounds, but he directs the offense really well once he finds that little soft spot in the 2-3 zone.
He's over there getting bandaged up. You can understand why. And Kerbo misses the first free throw. Yeah. Substitution back in the game, Ethan Collins for St. Louis.
I am still surprised that that St. Louis has not gone to a man. I think they match up reasonably well. You give Walters an opportunity to basically stick to Toulos, and I think the guards all match up well enough that this. I think there's going to be a timeout here.
Yeah, that press once again just causes so much trouble for St. Louis. What do you tell your team when you're struggling with the press? Because I know we used to get frustrated when we coached that you would practice that, you would say all the right things, they were fine in practice, but somehow they get frantic sometimes on the press.
Yeah, the first thing that I do when I call a timeout and we're struggling with the press is I tell them, look, the worst thing you can do is go below that free throw line.
Yeah.
We are free throw line extended, 3 cross, whether you're playing 3 across, 4 across, whatever.
Right.
Is you do not come below that. The defenders can come below that all they want, but the other key is spacing.
Right.
You can't be bunched together because then 2 can guard 3,
Yep.
or 3 can guard 3 or whatever. You've got to space as far across. These guys are fully strong young men that can make a pass from any point on the baseline to any point at free throw line extended.
Right.
Once you're in, if you have that much room, now it's one dribble up, pass back to the guard that inbounded it, and you are off to the races. And see, look at this. They just collapse. But but as soon as you can get it above the free throw line, like they just did to Walters, Red River's smart enough to know we can't beat them now.
Boy, they I mean, they couldn't have planned that any more perfectly for what you said. You said it, and then they illustrated it. Here comes St. Louis.
Well, I think the St. Louis coach has probably been around the block a few times. It's not a national secret. But it sometimes feels like it when you're dealing with some of these kids that just panic. Oh, in and out.
Man, halfway down again.
And here comes Fry. He is lethal. Look at those eyes.
Oh, what a bounce pass. And it's good. Nice play. Andrew Lindbergh, the recipient of that one.
Yeah, it's just dangerous when Fry has the ball and when he's when he's anywhere near the ball from a defensive standpoint. Look at him. I mean, he just dove for that one just in hopes that he might get a great look. That's such a good look there.
And a block inside. Nice defense by Kyle Tulos.
I always loved it when the ball would get swung to the weak side wing, and if there's any open space, whether it's short corner, block, wherever, if you can get it to him quick, then the defense, any type of zone, but really any type of defense is going to collapse.
On the inbounds, they had a steal, but it got knocked away, and they gave an opportunity for the Knights. And once again, offensive board work.
Good. That's a good, smart play there by Collins to kick it out. Let your offense reset.
Another second chance, up and under. Another block.
Yep.
That time it was Curbo.
Good putback by Beck. That backside cut, he found himself too far behind the basket, but really heady to get the. Oh, that's going to be Wolter's third. That was ill-advised. He just dropped that hammer straight down. Didn't even really affect the shot whatsoever, and now he's picking up his third. And we're going to see. It looks like, is that Frederick Lane, number 44, come in? For him?
I think Freddie Lane will be coming in for him. And first free throw's missed and out of the game.
Yeah, this is tough. That they can ill afford to lose Wolters. Now it is late in the third. I would expect that he'll be back no later than probably 6 minutes left in the fourth. So he's going to get about a 3-minute break here, and then they'll roll the dice with him for his fourth.
Sinks the second. Lead back up to double digits now. Under a minute to go in the third.
Fry really wanted that.
St. Louis breaks the press, now on the attack. Another block, but that time they're going to get him with the foul.
Absolutely.
Curbo.
And just like on the other end, they needed to test it, and that was really I think that's the first time we've seen a St. Louis player actually take a drive from the top of the wing and come in with a full head of steam.
That's going to be, I believe it was on Curbo. That'll be his third. He's going to step out.
Yeah. Red River has such a luxury of, even though they've only got 8 on the roster, I think they feel perfectly comfortable with at least 7 of them rotating in and out. They don't lose a lot there.
Beck missed the second, almost got a cheap foul there trying to smack the ball away.
Here we go. I just love how he pushes that's just textbook. Push the corner and then see what happens. And don't just dribble it up. Push the corner, get yourself in position. You might get it back, you might not. But it moves the defense to that and establishes the strong side so that you can push it. And now they're going to be content to hold for the last shot. Hopefully they're not going to panic like they did at the end of the second quarter. But now we're going to have a foul. And that really is foolish because now they're in the bonus. That was not a foul they could afford to give. And that's 2 free throws for Red River.
Not sure that was in the game plan. Plymouth went up there and got his second.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no point. When you know the team is holding for the last, if you're going to go up and challenge to try and get the ball, you better bring 2.
Right.
Because these guys practice this play over and over again, and it is designed for single coverage. So you have to bring 2 if you want to force their hand and maybe get a turnover.
Sinks the first. Tulos with his 7th point. He gets one more. Lead back up to 10. 19.8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The winner will claim the boys 14U 8A gold ball and will face the winner of our next game coming up in the Final Four tomorrow. He gets one more here. Let's see what he does. It's good.
Yep. Tulos is not feeling any ill effects from several of those falls, so look at
Band-Aids always fix things.
Fry went for another one.
Spin move. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how he kept his footing there to spin around and take that shot.
I mean, that was shooting hope, and I'm actually surprised he got that foul call. He was moving away from the basket on that spin and the jump, but there was enough body contact that went into him that honestly, at this age, they're just trying to defend, but when they get a little older, they're going to realize that move rarely results in a field goal.
Right.
So let them have it.
Or a foul. A lot of times you're right, officials aren't going to give you that.
No. I like to say, I wish they'd change the rule that if you drive into a double or a triple team, I don't care how much contact you get, it shouldn't be a foul. Because that's an offensively poor choice you made.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna get a foul going the other way, and then there might be free throws now going with Red River.
Foul on number 5.
Yeah.
Zach Logan.
Yeah,
no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong team. Ethan Collins.
Yeah, Ethan Collins, and that's just trying to do too much too quickly. Seeing that you're down as you're heading into the fourth quarter, and just no reason for that. You're compounding problems. Because guess what? Red River's most likely going to press this last 12.9 seconds with the hopes they're going to get yet another turnover and another quick bucket to turn this into potentially a 4-point play.
First one good.
And a 15-point lead as we move into the fourth quarter.
Lindbergh now with 5 points. He gets one more.
And I don't know where we are foul trouble-wise, but it's with St. Louis with really what looks like really also only a 7-person rotation. We have not seen anything from their 8th guy on the bench.
Rebound to St. Louis. 11 seconds left. Going to try to end this quarter with something. They trail it by 12.
Yep, there he is again. I think we should rename Fry Spider-Man because he literally can, or either that or Stretch Armstrong, because he's just got.
I love that you said Stretch Armstrong. A lot of our listeners are like, what?
Yeah, that is a toy that that should have been a foul. Yeah, that's a toy that only people our age would remember. But
look it up. Look it up.
Google it.
31-19. That's the way we end the third quarter. And we'll see if the Red River Rattlers can hold on to St. Louis. Trying to come back. They trail it by 12. We'll head to the fourth and see who can claim this boys 14U 8A gold ball after this word from our sponsors.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Some numbers.
Welcome back, Springfield, Missouri. We are at the boys 14U 8A gold ball game where right now the Red River Rattlers are holding on to a 12-point lead over the St. Louis Knights. Rattlers with the ball and on offense once again trying to build into that lead.
I love the hustle there.
Yeah, great effort.
And he got a timeout. They gave him a timeout even though he really I guess having the ball trapped by your legs is considered possession, but it was certainly enough that the ref granted the St. Louis timeout. Yeah. But that was just, that was nice, quick thinking and quick hustle there by, I think that was Plymale, but I'm not sure. But,
on the dive there.
Yeah.
Beck is the one that came away with the ball, and then I didn't see who actually ended up on the ground with it. But, yeah, just good effort there. And I think, that, like you said, the official kind of rewarding the hustle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was a solid possession. I think definitely in a football game that one is an incomplete. But, but in basketball, we're going to let that one go. So
12 points, that's realistically, I'd like to say probably 5 possessions, maybe 4 twos and a 3. But I would like to see them be a little patient early. I mean, it's 5:40. If they can get this below 9 by dealing twos and getting some stops, then they can open up the playbook a little. But I think the worst thing that St. Louis could do right now is to just go in and do 3-second possessions, shooting garbage threes. Get a good look. If you're going to shoot a 3, I'd love to see a good pass. Oh, my goodness, and there's Fry.
Yeah, Fry is just the Energizer Bunny on defense.
The other game plan might be do not throw to the side that Fry is on because it has not worked at all. And you might want to swing this to the left side if Fry's on the right so that you can at least set up your offense, because they are 25 feet from the basket, and they're not even getting a chance to maintain the possession.
Rattlers trying to build into that lead. They're up 12 right now.
No, I think that was a little bit of a walk, but
yeah, it's ended up being harmless.
These refs are giving them some grace as it relates to their footwork.
Wow, a couple of Knights on the floor and coming the other way quickly, the Rattlers.
Golly.
Oh, we're going to count that as a dunk. I mean, he threw it in, Toulos.
I mean, he threw that in front of the knees of two Knights players and put it right where his guy could catch and release it. I mean, his vision is way above his age.
Yeah, he's absolutely. I mean, even if you didn't see his name in the scorebook at all, I mean, he has been all over this game. We don't get a say on who gets the MVP award. As a floating jumper there by Beck is good. But, man, he has absolutely had such a huge impact on this ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to say either him or Toulos, but I think the impact that he's made on this game at every stage, and steals alone, I think, would earn it for him. And now, this is smart, is backing off and making the defense come out. You know, they've been in this zone all day. Now we're smart timeout too.
Yeah.
I think now is when he's going to, if I'm the Red River coach, I'm going to say, okay, they have at least switched to some, maybe not completely to a man, but they're going to play a on-ball pressure defense, even whether it's coming out of the zone or whether they're going to go to a full man.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, stretch the floor, space the floor. I would put Toulos in the slot, and I would put my best shooter in the weak side corner, and then I would run my 3-high formation and run that what we call a stretch play, force the defense to come out, and it will just open up a chasm of space for them to drive the lane and either finish at the rim or give Toulos easy buckets. And they can be patient on that as much as they want, being up 12, and really force St. Louis's hands, because what St. Louis is going to have to do at that point is bring two, which is going to leave somebody open at any time. And man, you get double-digit leads and you maintain that type of deal. And it's not necessarily to hold the ball for 2 to 3 minutes at a time, because St. Louis isn't going to let you. It's a matter of making sure you now get a high-quality possession and a high-quality look every single time you have the ball.
On the inbounds, here come the Rattlers on the attack again. Toulos gets it over onto the left wing. Nice job right on the blocks there. Number 34, Leighton Beckman with the bucket. And I think it's important to say this, too. If you're watching at home and it looked like all the St. Louis fans have given up, that's actually one of their other teams that was here to support. Now they have to leave for their game. They waited as long as they could. And so St. Louis was looking up there like, whoa, what is going on? And it was their 18U team getting ready to go down to their game, which is later on this afternoon. And St. Louis trailing now by 14 with 4:04 to go, though. Hopes have got to be dim. You got to see something positive here.
We failed to mention that Wolters did come back in to start the fourth, and so now both he and Lane are in to provide some of that size and some of that rebounding so that Red River doesn't get multiple opportunities.
Donaldson short on the three, but the rebound inside by Ethan Collins, and then a whistle.
Yeah, this is I saw this earlier this morning, that when the team that gets up late in the game is going to be held to a higher standard, and we saw that there. I know that the Red River player did not think that he reached, but it was just enough.
Oh,
beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, that angle was tough, but Ethan Collins got that one to drop.
Oh, and we're going to get another foul. Now, this isn't a bad thing other than putting yourself individually in foul trouble. It's not a bad thing to get yourself closer to the 5-foul threshold so that when you want to stop the clock, you don't have to do multiple fouls in order to get there.
And that might have been what they talked about in that timeout, because it does seem like they're kind of playing recklessly here, like get the steal or get the foul one.
It's possible, though. I highly doubt that Donaldson was wanting that foul to happen.
Not from his reaction anyway.
But, yeah, now they're only 2 away from the – oh, that's a push in the back. He got away with it.
Oh, great
block,
recovery. Another block, but that time he got arm, and he didn't feel like he did.
And that's Wolters' fourth. He is frustrated. I do think Toulos got away with a push in the back. maybe it wasn't enough contact, but it sure looked like he displaced the Walters, and it gave him enough to get that pass and then kick it over to number 34.
Yeah, Beckman. Beckman hits the first shot, and Freddie Lane had the first block. I mean, it was clean, but then the second, the official said, got the arm, and that was the fourth foul.
Yeah, and it does not surprise me they're going to stay with the press to really kind of deflate St. Louis from getting into any type of a rhythm here, especially with two bigs on the floor.
Three-pointer no good by Plymail. He'd hit one earlier.
Boy, they are making both Lane and Walters work hard.
Oh, strong drive down the paint by Noah Walters with 4 fouls. He had to be careful there, but he'll be at the free throw line.
Yeah, I just wish we had seen more of this earlier. Now I get it; he got into foul trouble and he sat for a couple of minutes, but he had a good 2.5 quarters to show off this, and it just didn't seem like he had the same level of energy that he has now. I mean, now he's got this. There's a level of urgency, but with 3:14 left, and they're not at 14 points is still very doable with 3:14 left. But I wish we would have seen that a lot earlier from him. The Knights player wanted to see if he could sneak in an inbound.
That would have been amazing. Here comes the Rattlers the other way.
That's a walk.
And a whistle on the floor.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on the floor. I actually saw that. We had a game earlier this season, I can't remember at what age. I think it was one of the younger age groups, where the team made 2 free throws. One of his teammates went inbounded it to his teammate again, who put it up the basket, and the ref counted it.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't really the ref kind of fell asleep. He didn't even realize it till later in the game. He goes, oh, yeah, I did make a mistake, didn't I?
Walters just fouled out on that one, so he'll take a seat on the bench. First free throw is good by Leighton Beckman.
Man, that is a tough loss for St. Louis. I mean, they really needed him. Now they're going to need Lane to really step up. But I think this is going to change. Now, we're going to see probably a change in the strategy by St. Louis now that their big is out. Because St. Louis is definitely going to now stay in that zone. I shouldn't say definitely. They might actually go to a man defense, and kind of similar to what Red River did in the varsity game yesterday, where they put Crecilius and gave him no assignment. Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised if they do the same thing with Tulos here, just to make sure that they ensure the rebounds, but then to prevent any of these uncontested threes by St. Louis, because I have a feeling that's what we're going to see is a lot of threes being shot by St. Louis.
On the drive, another foul call, 2:57 to go.
Yeah, credit Lane for that, for driving with confidence and drawing the foul.
Freddie Lane will get 2. On the other side, Beckman with 8 points. He's one of their other bigs. The first free throw doesn't fall, and he's had a good game along with Tulos. They've really provided that twin tower effect that St. Louis has struggled with.
Yeah, especially off the fast breaks with Fry dishing down low. You'll see both of them down there, and they have no problem sharing the ball with each other, to which everyone has the better shot.
Tulos with another rebound.
Look at Beckman. He's already down there. He's just waiting. Pull it up. I would pull this up top. I would space the floor and not take a shot, but there's still a little bit of urgency here that I don't know is, beautiful high-low play there.
Yeah, nice pass, and then the foul goes on David Beck. I believe that's his third.
Yeah, this is a hard combination to beat, even for the next team that's going to have to play Red River.
Yeah.
This high-low combination between Tulos and Beckman is lethal. Because, like I said, I would dream of having a 6'4" and a 6'3" and another 6'4" player on a 14U roster. I never had that. And this is such a luxury for them, in addition to have a point guard like Fry, who is just a visionary.
Now Beck is done for the day with 2:37 to go. So this one's all but official. Rattlers right now with a 16-point lead and only 2:37 to go. And as you mentioned, not just the big guys that they've got in the Rattlers, but when you have a point guard that can actually run the offense through them, it is a tough thing to battle. And that's one reason they're going to make it to the Final Four here, it looks like, for the 14U. And got to be happy looking ahead for this Red River Rattlers team. Donaldson for 3. His shot is long, just has not been able to find that connection today. And on the rebound, We do have a foul, but they're not in the bonus yet, so they'll bring it in under their own bucket.
Yeah, as predicted, they're going to the quick threes now, and I can't fault them for that because of with Wolters out, being down 16 with 2.5 to play, they're going to be looking for open looks. But I don't understand why Red River is just handing them fouls. You're stopping the clock. You're now giving them bonus free throws and allowing them to at least have the illusion of coming back in this game.
Right.
And you don't want to give them that opportunity if you're Red River. You got to play clean. Let them have the layups. And then your key now is to limit possessions. At 2:21, you should limit. The max number of possessions each side should have. The remainder of this game is 4.
Lymel hits it again.
You're not going to accomplish that by zooming down the court,
right,
and just hitting anything. I don't care how open it is.
Rattlers going to
pull it up top and force them to come get you.
Got to think the Rattlers are going to just try to eat some clock here.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it with 2 up though. I'd have 3 up. And I don't know why number 30 is. See, that's what I'm saying. Unless there is a wide open tunnel in the lane, you don't go in there if you're Red River.
Pass was picked up by Donaldson. Another chance for his team. Down 14, 1:46 to go. The winner will claim the 8A gold ball and move on to the boys 14U Final Four, where they will play the winner of our next game here, the Lapeer Lakers and Wichita Warriors. Jeff, you'll be with Josh Jenkins on that one. So it'll be interesting with your perspective because you've seen this one now to look ahead and see what's going to happen, what kind of matchup they'll be having tomorrow.
So I just looked at the roster, and number 30, who's just come into the game for Red River, is Crasilius' little brother, the varsity all-star last night that was Mr. Everything. His little brother has now come in place of Kerbo, who I guess fouled out, and getting some valuable minutes here.
Knights just trying to get something to put on the board because they'll have another game even though they don't advance and win the gold ball. So you want to get some positives coming out of this game. There's a 3, finally.
Yeah, and you're going to see a press here. Very aggressive press.
Lymel now in double digits with 10. Here come the Rattlers.
Yeah, he is way too deep. And now he's out. Oh, we got to call a timeout just in time. Wow. I mean, you could see the ref just eyeing when he was going to fall out of bounds. But
saved by the coach.
Yeah, 1:09 left. I mean, I get it. But I'll tell you, I've been involved in games where we were up 9 with a minute to play, and the other team took it to overtime. So you do not want to take this for granted because it is a crazy game, and if they get a couple of turnovers off of a press and get an easy putback bucket, you could see this thing shrink. So again, hopefully the Red River coach is over there saying, we got to calm down. We got to space the floor, and we got to pull this up top where it's a lot safer. Because the number one thing for St. Louis is they don't want you to score, but second, they need that ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. If the Rattlers don't score another point, it won't matter if the Knights don't score another point because they're down by 11 right now.
I mean, look how compressed they are. They're all the way down at the free throw line. Yeah, up top, all the way up top.
Rattlers just
so now this is what St. Louis got to do. Bring two, and they're going to have to keep bringing 2. And that should have come from the low wing. Now they're going to foul. Yeah, right there. They're making those top 2 work too hard. In that particular instance, that was really Ethan Collins' assignment. He needed to come up and pick up that other high trap. And if they could execute that well, then they might be able to see a turnover off of an errant pass that the deep side guy that has when Collins comes up, the next guy takes his place, so he's ready to intercept the ball to the wing.
Lindbergh sinks the first free throw. He's had a nice little day here with 6 points. He'll get one more, and that one's good. Lead up to 13 now, 53 seconds to go.
I think this is wise to pull the press off. They're going to be shooting threes the rest of the way.
And there's a 3, number 30, off the bench. Josiah Anderson drains one.
I would expect another timeout once they cross the timeline here.
Cuts it to 10. Here come the Rattlers. all the way to the goal and in. Zach Logan.
They are confident in a 12-point lead.
And a tangle up down low.
Yep.
Going to be on number 44, it looks like.
Going to be on Lane. And
Freddie Lane picks up the foul, trying to get the rebound there.
Yep.
And they'll send it to the other end for free throws.
And that's probably not bad. I don't think he meant to quite that quickly, but it will stop the clock.
So if you're the Red River Rattlers, you go into this boys Final Four for 14U, not only with an 8A gold ball, but as you said, you've got the parts to be able to possibly pull off another win and make it to the undisputed game. And you know their sights have to be set on that, and they'll be able to hang around and watch their next opponent in this next game. Yeah,
we're gonna get to see exactly how that matchup is going to look, but not having seen the next game yet, I would say from a personnel perspective, they are well suited to make a deeper run.
Yep. Here come the Knights. Going to try to end on a positive note. Another three no good by Plymale. Rebound to the Rattlers.
And that's that reserves. That's Beckman.
And they're going to let this one wind out. So congratulations to the Red River Rattlers. They are your boys 14U 8A Gold Ball champions. They will advance now to the 14U boys Final Four. Well, they will face the winner of our next game that Josh and Jeff will bring to you, the Lapeer Lakers and the Wichita Warriors. Thanks for joining us. Hope you'll hang around and watch the next one. And we'll be back with more basketball after a quick break.